Are you not entertained? This is Mitchell Renz. Please follow me on Twitter at MitchellRenz365. Those are my news. Those are my rumors. Now I'm going to get into 4 players that could potentially cut for the Raiders this offseason. And the first guy that's coming up on that board is a wide receiver, and you may have heard me talk about him. It's Seth Roberts. So the Raiders wide receiver room has too much talent and too many faces. And after Vic Tafur originally reported that the team was looking to trade Roberts on the final day of the draft, it became widely known that there was interest moving on from him. If the team can't find a trade for him this offseason, then it may be better biting the bullet, because releasing the 27-year-old wideout this offseason would free up just $200K in cap space while costing the team $4.25 million in dead money. On the opposite side of things, though, if releasing him next offseason, the Raiders would incur no dead cap hit, and his entire $4.65 million number becomes available. So, real quick, wide receiver depth chart for the Raiders. Seth Roberts, it's a lot of money for a wide receiver 4, and I know I just said they could save a lot of money if they release him next year, which they might, but still, wide receiver 4 making that much money, he could be cut, just saying, especially if Ryan Switzer's going to break out. Next guy I got coming up on the board, Mario Edwards, Jr., defensive end. Well, this guy needs to start to impress the Raiders, or his time in Oakland's going to be done. The Raiders added Tank Carradine in free agency and Arden Key in the draft. Plus, the Raiders are moving Bruce Irvin to defensive end to pair with Khalil Mack. Tack on to the fact that Edwards has failed to live up to his expectations in his first 3 NFL seasons, totaling no more than 3.5 sacks in a single year, and it's obvious why he may get cut this off season. Something that you should never cut out of your wardrobe is missing a main. You guys should head over to www.comfortable.af so you guys can see just how comfortable these shirts are, because they are indeed comfortable as F. Next guy coming up on the board who could potentially cut is a running back, and that's DeAndre Washington. The team added veteran running back Doug Martin to share the rushing load with Marshawn Lynch, and Washington will also have to compete against Jalen Richard for reps in the passing game. The Raiders will likely cut down the position, and if Lynch and Martin are both locked into the top spots, that's going to leave Washington and Richard, which is exactly why the next guy on my list is Jalen Richard. So sure, guys, like I understand maybe I'm hedging my bets here, but I think one of these guys is going to end up getting cut. Now, Lynch is a lock to be the starter for the Raiders in Week 1 against the Rams, but Lynch likely will give up reps to Richard and Washington on passing downs like he did in 2017. If Richard can't win the job against Washington, he will likely be the odd man out, since Gruden, just for some reason, loves Doug Martin. Now, let's compare both of these guys, Jalen Richard and DeAndre Washington. Last year, both guys struggled, especially Washington, only 2.9 yards per carry there, 2 touchdowns, but he also had some fumbling issues. Richard is a guy that went undrafted. I liked Washington a lot coming out of Texas Tech, but unfortunately, these are both guys who could be on the chopping block, especially because Doug Martin is up there. But I want to know from you, which running back should the Raiders cut? DeAndre Washington or Jalen Richard? Throw in the comments below. Personally, I think they're going to end up cutting Washington, because I think Jalen Richard and Marshawn Lynch are just a better duo together. But, hey, I want to hear from you guys, so comment below. Raider Nation, thank you so much for tuning in to the Raiders Report. My name is Mitchell Renz. Please follow me on Twitter at MitchellRenz365. And make sure you guys subscribe to the new Raiders Report on YouTube. And until next time, go Raiders.